Good evening, and welcome to our island in the sun. Yes, you're right here on Staten Island, at the studios here at CTV, and not in far-off Bangkok or in Thailand. And you're here listening to your own neighbors here on Staten Island. As you know, this show, which highlights our different ethnic communities on Staten Island, tonight will highlight Thailand. And we have a very exciting show. We have musicians, we have singers, we have dancers, and we've got quite a few guests here around the table. And at this time, I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves to you, and we'll start with our neighbor here, Kathy.
Hi.
Say hello to our audience and tell us something about yourself, Kathy.
Hi, my name is Kathy Pechbrova, and I'm a medical student.
And you're a medical student.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kathy, you will tell us later, you're born here on Staten Island?
Actually, I was born in Manhattan, but I grew up in Staten Island.
Okay, and you have an interesting story on a trip back to Thailand.
Yes, I do.
Fine. And our next guest, businesswoman here on Staten Island in Grand City. Introduce yourself and tell your neighbors about yourself.
Hi, my name is Wanita Pansuwan. Was own a business in Staten Island. The name was Pakon Boutique, and we own completely the beauty service, salon service. So we have everything beside the salon, and my husband was the champion of Europe, and I bring the very exciting hairstylists and everything that we.
Very nice. And that's beautiful. Who fixed your hair tonight? Was that your husband?
Yes, indeed.
Very nice. Then with us also, perhaps you'd introduce yourself to us, Surapan.
Yes. My name is Surapon Sawetasarani. I'm the Director of Tourist Authority of Thailand here in New York office, which we are responsible for all the East Coast area of the North America.
Well, welcome, and we have some nice tapes. We'll show part of them that you were nice enough to bring with you tonight.
Yes.
It really shows the beauty of Thailand, because a lot of the beauty of Thailand is right here in the studio with the children and with the dress and with people like yourselves.
Yes.
And last but not least, I guess the person we can blame for all of this, the person responsible for this, and that's Dr. Darapak. Doctor came forward back at the Harmony Street Fair, which we always blame on Ralph Lamberti.
That's correct.
And Doctor, you came forward and asked us if we'd be interested in doing Thailand, and we thank you so much for it. Welcome and introduce yourself to our neighbors.
Yes, hi Joe. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Chaviwan Darapak, Dr. Darapak. I'm a pediatrician at Bailey Teton Hospital here on Staten Island. I've been here for almost 20 years already.
20 years, and you live in what area of Staten Island?
In Eltonville.
Eltingville area. So, Thailand, the Kingdom of Thailand, the land of the free. That's what it means. We've heard that expression in our own, of course, our own culture. And we also knew it as Siam.
Yes.
When was it Siam and when was it?
Well, it was in 1932 that we changed the name from Siam to Thailand, and which you had mentioned earlier, it means the land of the free. Why is that? Because Thailand, since we established our kingdom, that's dated back to the 13th century, we have never been colonized, we have never been under any power of the Western country. So we're proud to call ourselves the land of the free.
Very nice. And it was changed from Siam, we remember that,
Yes.
and so on. And a monarchy with a queen, a king and a queen?
King and the queen.
Yes, right now,
Yeah.
the king and the queen is...
The constitutional monarchy.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
the king is the head of the state, and the head of government is the prime minister.
Okay, fine. What about, we know Bangkok, and I think Bangkok is by far the largest city in Thailand. Is that correct? When you visited Thailand now, were you in, you went back to go to university. Is that correct now?
Yes, I
Or
did.
not went back, was it your first visit?
No, it wasn't. I had been to Thailand a great many times, but at that time I went after I graduated from high school, and I was planning to go to university there.
And was that in Bangkok?
Yes, it was.
Bangkok has several universities. Not only that, Thailand has a remarkably high literacy rate. I was surprised to see about 85%.
Yes, something like that, yes. Very high. Yeah.
What did you find differences in the schools now, in a word or two?
Well, most apparent is that all students wear uniforms up to the university level, and that's not prevalent in the U.S. at all, so that's probably the most obvious
And
thing
yet
to
there's
notice.
talk of that, it's interesting, there's talk of that, of course, in the schools today. Uniforms, of course, were put in many countries and many sections of this country because of the differences in class, that everyone would come the same. Let me ask you this, talking about not uniforms, but dress. Your dress is very distinctive today. Is that traditional? And what section of Thailand do you come from?
Well, I actually from the north of Thailand.
The north.
Yes, Chiang Mai, Nam, or something like that. Yes, and that's how the people dress in Thailand. You know, in the of the north, the people of the north.
Beautiful. Thailand is, we say the north and the south, and it's quite a long, thin country, if you would want to put it that way. What is the distance, do you know, from north to south?
It's about 2,000 kilometers. Let's say it's roughly in miles will be
1,200.
1,200 miles
Wow.
from north to south. Yeah, it's the size of France or roughly the size of Texas, to put it that way.
That's right,
Yeah,
yes.
the area of the country is about Texas.
We talked about the country, we talked about the size. Now, you brought a beautiful tape.
Yes, I did.
And I want to get to the singing, and I want to get to the dancing. But first, I think we're going to show a little tape that's about 3 minutes, and it's scenes of Thailand. And you know what I like about it? It's faces. And I'm going to ask our audience to watch this tape and the beauty in it, and see if the different faces and the character and the beauty of the different faces. So we'll ask our control room now to run that tape.